All right, cool. Welcome, everyone. Just 1 second. Cool. Everything should be good. Voice should be coming in loud and clear. Cool. Happy Friday, guys. Another week. Another beautiful week. Man, what a week so far. What a week so far. I'm very curious as to how we end up closing today on this weekly. Because, I mean, if we end up moving lower, we could get this weekly break and a weekly retracement. Happy Friday, everyone. Good morning. Blessed and happy to be here as always. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate your guys' time, energy. Cool. So, honestly, currently in structure, I see just liquidity being built up on both ends. Structure wise, longs just make more sense. And on the daily, the shorts do make sense in the daily for retracement. The weekly really is going to be the one that defines everything here. I mean, if we do start trading down to this imbalance again, I do see us just trading below this low overall. So for me right now, it's mainly seeing what we do in this imbalance here on this daily imbalance. And so this daily imbalance really for me is the one that's holding out this bullishness on DXY. We haven't had that many bullish days on the week. So, I mean, throughout the whole week, we've only had one bullish up close week, right? But we've seen indices like straight up dump for a good chunk of the week. So for now, this is really holding the lines of bullishness for me. Good day, bro. When you get a chance, can you go over EUGU? Trying to figure out how I got sells wrong for my New York Open. Okay. So, yeah, for me, at least right now, liquidity has been ran in all directions and built up. So, I mean, you guys can see right here, we swept previous daily high. We've taken previous daily low. This is your current. You would even say this is your current weekly range. Unfortunately, it's very small. Right, from this low to that high was the range was created and taken out yesterday. So maybe we stay within this range, but it does look like we want to push down lower. Now, what is holding us off is that 4-hour bullish imbalance. I remember I've been telling you guys about that 4-hour bullish imbalance. So I mean, it's still holding out. Bodies are still closing above it, respecting it. So if we get an accumulation here in this phase, you know, I would anticipate us to continue pushing towards the upside, getting on the higher end of this range. But really, I've been wanting that to happen all week, and we have yet to do so. So I'm not going to anticipate that we're going to just pop off and trade way higher. Right? Because at the end of the day, if we were gonna trade higher, I feel like we should we in a way should have done that by now. So for now, on a 1 hour time frame, you guys can see we're getting some distributions here, some very minor, not yet confirmed accumulation below Asian lows. Okay, let's look in the 15-minute. Yeah, for me, this looks like it's just going to continue pushing towards the downside. Maybe come back up here for a little bit and then continue pushing down. But overall, 1 hour or 30-minute, it's bullish. 1 hour is the way that the 1 hour closed is just super bearish. And we came right back to that same area that I mentioned yesterday. Well, I guess we weren't together yesterday, but with my private study group, I did mention this area here yesterday for our shorts. It ended up playing out super, super nice. Coming to that imbalance, we ended up shorting off for the day. And now we recovered almost the entirety of that news range, right? So maybe we get up there and take out this news range entirely. But overall, what I will tell you guys is that this is walking itself down in a bearish order flow, right? You can see that every single bullish trend keeps getting broken towards the downside. So for me right now, I'm more leaning towards the shorts, okay? Towards the shorts, towards more new lows, and potentially even closing out or closing below this weekly imbalance here. It's a possibility. The only thing I will tell you guys is that this low already took out previous price action, so I don't think we're going to take out that low today. Okay? I just don't see Friday doing that right now, given all the moves and the volatility that we had yesterday. So for me, I am looking for lower price action, but I don't think that this low is going to be taken out today. Okay? Yeah. I don't think that low will be taken out. I need to see a 1 hour full body closure above and then really just continue pushing higher over there. But so far, let's see. 4 hours bullish. Lower low, lower low, higher high, higher low. We took out the lows, we respected. We are in a previous area of accumulation, 50% and below. I'm gonna sit on my bias with DXY, because for sure, I really want to see this high getting taken out. If we do see shorts today, I kind of want to see that high getting taken out today first. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that for now. Right now, my objective is that high, and then we'll go from there. Indices, I'll go over EU and GU here in a second. Indices though, Fridays or Tuesday, Monday, let's see, Monday's high right here, and this is that whole weekly range, the whole range for the week, right? And personally, my eyes are attracted to that low and that imbalance there. So I want to see some retracements back into this imbalance here. Okay, and let's go back and see what that is. A weekly opening gap there. So let's kind of see where that's from. I'm pretty sure that's this whole gap right there. So I'm gonna pull that back. Yep, it's a whole daily gap there. Yeah, I'm not going to erase that. I think that's important, something important to see. I want to see us get back into the premium of that range. It doesn't have to, but ideally into the premium where this imbalance resides. I want to see price action get up there. To 20 to 30. Yeah, I want to see between those two, between 20 to 30% retracement today. 20 to 30% retracement today. That's on NASDAQ. Hold on, let me journal this on NASDAQ as well. I know my charts don't look the most attractive right now. I'm going to mark this out with a line instead. Just because, yeah, too many areas there. But basically, above this white line right here, that's my objective. So maybe the longs at the open end up playing out towards that high. right? But I'm overall bullish. Just know long term I'm bullish. I mean, long term I'm bearish. Okay, long term I'm very bearish. I just feel this will be a really good area for a retracement. But then, you know, after here, looking for redistribution towards the downside. So hold on, let me add this to my journal real quick, because otherwise I will not get a chance to. Okay, and actually I forgot to do my DXY. So we'll see here. And if I'm looking for longs on indices, like I said, these guys right here, I'd ideally just want to continue seeing shorts, right? My most ideal area to see shorts though would have been above this high. Okay. But if we go down first and then move higher, that's also a possibility. But I believe that today we're going to run for liquidity. We're going to do something and run for this low side liquidity. So overall short still. Yeah, overall I want to see this short. But these liquidity points right here, there's 2 points of liquidity that are catching my attention that could give us a really good reaction, whether it's this low to go long or this high to go short. Because if we take out the low first, I do see us moving higher. So I'm going to mark this out. Indices don't need to correlate with the dollar, but pulling back. Dow's a little different. Monday's high got taken out. Tuesday was the high of the week. This is our whole weekly range. Our shorts from yesterday ended up playing out very nicely. Okay. And really, I'm looking at this low right here. Let's see here. Boom. Yeah, right there. Coming back to this low right here. And I want to see us get back into this insufficiency here. Okay, definitely doesn't have to. There's another liquidity point right here. Don't have to go that high. That's ideal right there. That imbalance up there. Yeah. Just above 20% retracement. For sure above 20% retracement. So at least to that 20% right there. Okay, let's mark that out real quick. Fridays just tend to be a retracement day anyways. Tend to do like 2 moves, I guess. All right. We got another like 6 minutes left before the opening. Yeah. Looks like the XY is just going to short. Leaving that. Yeah. We don't necessarily have to get this high. It would be ideal for me to see that high get it taken. It's a triple top, but we don't necessarily have to get that high. I'm still going to leave that mark up there just in case. But we're overall respecting the area from yesterday and just shorting off. And so, man, our long from yesterday was super clean. I did a study group call with my team, and we just had a really good morning. Yeah, no, we killed it yesterday. Okay, so price action is still on this bullish trend, kind of walking itself upwards. We did trade into this previous area of distribution, previous daily liquidity taken. We are starting this like small counter trend distro. We got equal lows at the bottom. That's why honestly I'm still gonna leave that intact right there. Okay, we'll see what ends up happening. But the shorts at the opening, not sure what time it opens, at 6 a.m. I think. I mean, there's not really anything here, honestly. I mean, if you even look at it on the 1 hour, structure is bullish. Then you go to the 4 hour, structure still bullish. I mean, yeah, structure is just bullish. Yeah, I mean, I don't dive that deep. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna go into the 1 minute, 5 minute, and try to make sense out of it, because you can clearly see that, like, on the 1 hour, that it's still bullish, right? Yeah, we took out liquidity and everything, but that doesn't mean that. One big thing that I've learned this year, just because we run liquidity doesn't mean we're gonna turn around. Because a lot of people, what they expect is I run on major levels of liquidity, an imbalance, and entry to the opposite direction, but that's not really actually the case. A lot of the times we're bullish and then we just continue pushing higher. This is probably the only redistro right here that I see. It's distributing right there on the 15 minute. Came back to that level. Displacement, created an imbalance. That to me is bearish. It looks more bearish than anything else that I've seen so far. That would probably be the only bearish point that I've seen. Because if this is the distribution, right? Let's call this the distro right here. And then this would be the redistribution. But same thing over here if you look at it this way. On the 4 hour, this is the accumulation, right? And then on the 1 hour, this is the reaccumulation. Now, if I was looking for longs, I'd be looking a little bit lower. I'm not going to lie. But just because I'm looking for lower prices doesn't mean I need to sell it to that lower end. So that's probably one thing I've learned too this year, is just because I'm looking for lower prices to go long doesn't mean I need to necessarily sell them into that area, because it may be kind of choppy. Retracements tend to be choppier. They tend to have more of a liquidity buildup. Yep. We got the opening price here in just 1 minute. John Doe, the real is back. I haven't seen John Doe in a while. How's it going, brother? Fabio says, I don't know what's going to happen, but I would like to go for the lows to give liquidity for the next week retracement for a continuation on the bearish side. That's quite the script. Honestly, yeah, I just see a retracement higher on indices, but I couldn't really tell you what's gonna happen next. I kind of take it day by day. Once like major liquidity has been ran for me, it's hard for me to have a very far outlook on the market. Oh shit, wait, hold on 1 second. There's close to the opening. Oh no, wait, that was the opening price. That 1 minute happened fast. So there's the 1 minute. I mean, there's a 30. Sorry, there's the opening price. Shit, I don't know why I couldn't say that. Took out previous high, previous area distribution. Dow making that retracement. Like I said, you may be the person that's, going long. That's cool. Same thing with S&P. 20-30% retracement. About that area, that imbalance there. If I do see short, I'm overall short on indices, but if I do see short, it's in these areas. Yep, just shorting off. Dow. Not really doing anything, right? Yeah, in terms of EU, I just don't see the shorts happening. I see the longs. Longs into these areas. Take out this high right here. Back into this blue shaded box. We do have a double bottom, yes, but future targets. Just for now. Indices very stagnant. Have you guys taken any trades this week? Let me know in the chat. I want to see what trades you guys have taken this week. I want to make sure I write them down so that way. Just drop the asset and the date. Whether it was a short, long, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Dow, or whatever asset it was. And then just kind of let me know short or long. Or if you just want to send me your trading view markup, you can. You can just tweet me on my Twitter handle right here, the bottom screen. I believe it's right here. Yep, right down here. You guys can see my Twitter handle. You guys can tweet at me as well if you want to show me the chart directly. Whatever's clever, whatever seems easiest for you. I can view both. Either one. Nas longs yesterday. Okay. We'll go over that. Was it for news or was it before news? Curious. Because I had some longs yesterday on NASDAQ as well for the news. Beforehand? Okay, interesting. Probably were a part of that long, initial long at the beginning of the opening. Okay. Maybe this low right here. I wonder why Fridays are so slow. You know, I always notice the views really go down at the end of the week. I've always been super curious about that. Like, do people not like trading Fridays? What are your guys' thoughts on Fridays? What are your guys' thoughts on Fridays? Do you guys think people just don't last that long? Like, long enough to make it to Friday? Is that a thing? Curious to see your guys' thoughts on that. Very, very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. And I wrote yours down, so we'll review it for sure. More towards like after the session or towards the end of the session. Curious to see, how do you guys feel about Fridays? Are Fridays something you look forward to? Or is Fridays something that you tend to avoid? I mean, obviously you guys are all here, so you guys don't tend to avoid it, but I'm curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Why do you guys think most people don't show up on Fridays? Do you guys think it's because most people blow their accounts before the end of the week? You know, or blow their overall drawdown for the week? Do you guys think that most people hit their percentages? What is the case for you? If you aren't trading on Fridays, what is the reasoning why you wouldn't trade on a Friday? Get clapped at the start of the week? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that does happen. I got clapped, I think, on Tuesday. Yeah. I got clapped on like Dow Longs with you guys on Tuesday. Fumbled it. We're getting that retracement though. It's pretty clean. Kind of what I wanted to see. Just getting back into that imbalance out there. And believe it or not, I'm probably going to wait till like 10 a.m. Unless 10 a.m. is the one that gets up there, then I'll probably wait past 10 a.m. Daryl says, I made my money already. I'd rather not risk it Friday. If I lose, I'm going to sit on my... if I lose, I'm going to sit... Oh, okay. If I lose, I'm going to sit on it all weekend. I'd rather just chill. Okay. Makes sense. That's very respectable. I feel the same way. So the reason I stopped trading after yesterday, so yesterday morning I woke up and my take profit on my NAS shorts had been hit. I took the shorts and my take profit got hit overnight before I woke up. So then by then at that point, I'm just not going to trade anymore because it was just, if I did trade more, it would have been just forcing myself on the market or overexposing myself to the market. So that's really why I stopped trading yesterday, because I had already hit my objective. But you know, yeah, that's definitely a good strategy. Something else I also would recommend for a lot of individuals. I'm not saying that you should overtrade or anything, but having a separate account maybe for when after, like for example, a lot of people have funded accounts, right? A lot of individuals, if not all of us here, have a funded account. What about having a personal account on the side that you trade, being very disciplined with your funded account, right? Very disciplined with your funded account, being also disciplined with your personal account, but having a little bit more leisure to trade that, hold trades, you know, and then with the funded account, be more strict. Don't hold trades, catch your bag and pay yourself out. And then you have the personal account that you attempt these swings. This account that you can throw like what, a couple $100 in there and not worry about it. Yeah, so that's something I've been doing. I have multiple accounts and I noticed that I'm not trading all of them at the same time, which is cool. I thought I was going to trade all of them at the same time, but little by little I started realizing that, you know, I want an account for news. I want an account to have for my personal. I want an account that I'm very strict with. You know what I mean? Dow took out the high. Or no, it didn't. It fell to. I can talk for myself. I tend to avoid Fridays because I didn't understand that usually on Fridays markets tend to give us two directions, and that made me feel some unnecessary. Yeah, 100%. It tends to give two sides, right? As we've seen and have seen again and again and again, Fridays just one push high and then lower. See that? It creates like a V. Right? It's like the Friday retracement. Something about Friday. See how the opening drops down and then boom, high for the rest of the day. And it happens quite often. You can even see Fridays. This one was more one-sided this Friday, right? Or nah, you can even tell which ones are the Fridays. Look, boom, and it reverse. I think the only Friday that was pretty chill was this one. Wednesday, Thursday, nope, Friday. once a little bit more one-sided, but overall went up, down. So yeah, it happens a lot. Fridays tend to be that. Okay, you can fill your impulsive on trading with a second account. Yeah, yeah, and like I said, yeah, just having kind of giving yourself a leisure. And what's cool is, for example, I have a 200K with skill funded trader. I have a 100K with funding pips, and I have another 100K. I forget the fucking name. I always get them wrong. So the first two I know for sure I got them right, but this last one, I know the abbreviation is MFFX. It's like the new My Forex funds, and Fortune's funding. And so one of those accounts is like the main one, the 200K, and I trade it with another 300K. So that 300K, I mean another 200K. So that 300K is just the main thing that I trade, right? The main thing. Then I have an account that I'm just trading on news, just news. And then I have my personal account. And in my personal account, I don't have restrictions on my personal account per se. Like, I'm not as strict with it. Like, if I hit a percentage, I can keep going on my personal account, versus if I, on my funded accounts, if I hit a percentage, I'm done. If a percentage gets tapped, I'm done. And I'm very strict about those things. Right? I notice a lot of students test out new strategies or are new to some concepts. And so if you're new to any concepts, I mean, I highly recommend that you should not get a 6-figure funded account. Just, dude, go get a 10K and practice on that 10K. You know what I mean? On that 20K. Something a lot of traders, and I was listening to Tori Trades. I'm sure a lot of you guys know her. I was listening to to one of the interviews that they did on her, and it really shocked me because it was funny, dude. It was like she mentioned something that really blew me away, which was most traders launch themselves with high pressure, and they create this high pressure on themselves. Like, they will create an environment in which they can't trade smoothly. They create an environment in which they don't feel so sure when there's a lot of uncertainty, right? And so let's go over here. The longs are playing out nicely. Now they look a lot better. Dow as well. There's no imbalances anywhere, so nothing yet. So she said most people put themselves in. I truly believe this because I see this with so many students. I mean, guys, I have a one-on-one almost every day of the month. Almost every day of the month, I have a one-on-one with someone, and I love it. But what the most biggest mistake I see is people launching themselves into a 6-figure account, a 200K account, their dream size account, before they've even acquired the skill set. Right? And so that's a big common mistake that I see most early or beginning traders do or make, is they just because they've studied a course, they know the information, or they studied a video, they need to launch themselves at live money or with a challenge account, a large challenge account, and add all this extra fucking pressure to their trading. And I've seen traders time and time again fall hard on their ass because of this. I mean, I think it's more of an ego thing, right? Most people want to be the trader. Most people want to make money in trading already. And not a lot of people want to learn how to make money and maintain it in trading. Everyone can subconsciously or consciously say, yes, we do. But subconsciously are not following through with the same actions, that their words and actions that just don't meet at any point. And so what I will tell you guys, the easiest way to relieve stress in your trading is to go for a smaller account and make up in numbers where you lack in skill. Meaning journal, create a trading plan. You know, you gotta start accumulating your wins. You gotta start accumulating your wins. That's what this is. You have to start accumulating those wins. Right? So start accumulating your wins today. Because you need, again, make up in numbers where you lack in skill. I don't know who's in these longs, but these longs are playing out pretty nicely. Especially on NASDAQ. As I mentioned, I'm looking. You know, I don't always give out entries, but I definitely give out pretty good biases. Directional biases, targets, long-term objectives, intraday objectives. But I'm not in anything right now. But yeah, I would just, just a tip to help all of our newcomers or all of the new traders. If you have yet to reach profitability, lower your stress. Lower the pressure that you're putting in yourself. So that way you can trade more smoothly. Because I'll tell you guys what, once I've acquired wealth and once I acquired a life that really didn't need to trade anymore, that could be fine without trading, that could make money without trading, my trading evolved. So if you're putting all this pressure on how to make money off trading, it's your number one roadblock. It's getting past that phase of wanting to make money from the markets and realizing that success comes and not always from the market, right? That mentality, that peace of mind, that certainty comes from daily application. And you can't do this every day if you're constantly putting yourself down because you didn't pass your challenge, the challenge that meant so much to you, that could have fucking helped you quit your job, and all this over significance in one fucking challenge. When a challenge is just a trade, that was just a decision that you made. It's just one trade. It's nothing crazy. If you pass a challenge, it's just one trade. If you fail a challenge, it's just one trade. If you fucking blow an account once you pass it, that's just one trade. If you made a withdrawal, that's just a trade. That's just a decision, right? And there's nothing to overvalue about these things. And the moment you stop overvaluing them, over signifying them, and taking away all this fucking pressure off yourself, right? And giving yourself that room, because he who rushes into success does not believe he is worthy of it. And that's really, I truly believe that. Anybody who's rushing into success is rushing because they do not believe they are worthy enough to be there. Right? They don't believe themselves worthy enough to stand through the process. And honestly, I believe in all of you. I believe everybody here is worthy enough. Look at these longs. Super ugly. If I do trade today, it'll probably be above these highs. And maybe in the afternoon session, it might be towards the end of the day. It might be towards the end of the day, maybe. Alright, guys. So, what I'm going to do... I'm going to give you guys the giveaway. I'm gonna do the giveaway. All right, and what you guys, very simple. All you have to do is type out the entire quote, not just what I'm missing or what the blank on it, but the entire quote. I need you guys to type it out now. I'm gonna go make my tea while you guys answer, but I'm gonna leave this quote right here. So all you have to do is drop in the chat this full quote, okay? Whoever drops the full quote correctly with the missing piece gets a 1 hour one-on-one with myself, okay? We've already had so many winners. Each winner has received their one-on-one. I think Daryl and I have our one-on-one here on Monday. He's the the most previous winner. And yeah, guys, I mean, it's really, really simple. I don't make this a very complex. You just have to be subscribed and be able to comment in the chat. Okay. So, okay, this one. All right, I'm gonna go grab some tea while I drop this. Okay, but you guys drop it in the chat and I'll come right back. So, the quote is, "There is no present more precious than blank," and it's 2 words. There's no present more precious than blank, and it's 2 words. I'll be right back. All right, all right. Cool, cool, cool. I see a couple of answers. Oh, Fabio, you're super close, but I think you misspelled the last word. Oh no, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't misspell the last word. It's not the word that I was looking for. Okay, Koji says, "There's no present more precious than your presence." Yes. More precious than your presence. Let's see. Okay, Jonathan, no, I'm sorry. Alexis, no. Koji, yes, but I mean, you've already won one, so I'm going to give somebody else an opportunity to win this. There's no present more precious than your presence. Yep, Juan and Koji both got it. Mm. All right, Koji. I'm going to give it to you, bro. Now, honestly, I wanted, Juan's already my student. I already see him on a regular basis. Koji, I already saw him he already won a giveaway previously, so I wanted to give somebody else. I wanted to give somebody else the opportunity for the one-on-one, but that's totally fine. I didn't see any more answers, so it is what it is. We're gonna give it to the 1 hour one-on-one to Koji. Koji says, no worry, give it to Juan. You can give me a spot to the boot camp. Yeah, no, I'm not giving any more spots to the boot camp. Nice try, though. Nice try. You can definitely purchase your seat to the boot camp. No, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna give it the one-on-one to Koji since he answered it first. Definitely. Either way, I'm gonna see Juan. I believe I have a one-on-one with him scheduled next week. Either way, so I'm gonna see him then. Either way, and I mean, Juan's already part of my private group, so trust me. Like I see Juan almost every day during the week. I do calls for the team quite often. Like sometimes you guys maybe you guys don't know this. Maybe you guys don't know this, but like I run calls before I run this call. Like I know that for some of you this call's already early, but I run a call sometimes before this call. Like twice a week, I'm usually running a call for my private group chat before this call even gets started. So yeah, I know this past week we and Juan have seen each other quite a bit. So yeah, congrats Koji. Juan, brother, I'm gonna see you either way next week, bro. I believe. Oh, no, today, right? I have a one-on-one with Juan today. Yeah. So, just kind of comes to show you, I see him quite often. I see my students. I'm pretty well connected with the students. I'm not gonna lie. We talk quite frequently. Yeah, I would not like to be a part of those longs. And I just don't know how I feel about any shorts right now. It's distributing, so the shorts do make sense. But in terms of manipulation, I don't see any manipulation here. No imbalances. Yeah, the only imbalance is the one to the upside, and it's being kind of disrespected in a way. So I mean, nothing for me as of yet, guys. I don't see anything that's giving me a reason to pull the trigger. But yeah, I stick with my bias so far. Long-term shorts, short-term longs. Short-term. It's almost 10 a.m. There's no presents more precious than right now. That's a good one. I see where you guys were going with your answers for sure. But yeah, there's no presents more precious than your presence. There's no present more precious than your presence. Yes. This was from a topic that we had on, I believe, Wednesday or Tuesday. It's a pretty good topic. Pretty good topic. I'll be honest, it bothers me the fact that we made equal highs on Dow right before the daily imbalance. Yeah. Yeah, that's also gives me more. I just see the equal lows, equal highs on Nasdaq, equal lows on Nasdaq. Dow's probably like the only one that doesn't have equal lows, and then you have S&P with equal lows and equal highs as well. So it's just like, damn. There's liquidity on both sides. Look at DXY hit our low though. We hit the low that we were anticipating and it started rejecting. So that's a good sign. But 10 a.m. just opened. 10 a.m. just opened. We took out 9 a.m.'s low. Nine a.m.'s low right there. On Dow. 9 a.m.'s low right here on S&P. And we left 9 a.m.'s low on NASDAQ. So I'm pretty bullish. I'd be looking at longs on NASDAQ. I do think that we're just going to pop off because of this bullish divergence. Right? NASDAQ was the only one that didn't take 9 a.m.'s low. So I do want to see some longs popping off. I ideally want to see them on NAS, but I'm not picky on which one I get them on. Jonathan says, been on my trading journey since 2020 and I feel like things are finally starting to click. I've learned so much from so many different people and have picked up different. Cool. You and Matthew and IC. I don't know who IC is. ICT have had the biggest impact though, and I'm grateful. Yeah. Where's Juan? Oh, look, Juan's right there. Okay, yeah, brother, we have one today. Yep. Okay, prepared for the giveaway. He has the first. Here, he deserves it. Yeah, I agree, bro. I agree. Either way, I'll see you later. I'll see you right after this one-on-one. I mean, I'll see you right after this stream. I guess NASDAQ did push above. I'm not convinced on the shorts. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Not yet. And if we do them, I'd love to see NASDAQ come down. TXY shorts. It does look like we're just gonna get shorts, to be honest, because of DXY. Got a slight accumulation on DXY, but overall distributing. Okay, so 9 a.m. slow got respected on NASDAQ. What is this? 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. I guess some slight bearish divergence here at the highs. Slight on ES and NASDAQ. One took out the high. Oh no, Dow was the only one that took out the high. Nothing yet. Yeah, Dow was the only one that took out the high. Left equal highs. Yeah, guys, I mean, there's a slight bearish divergence here on top. Here is NASDAQ. Dow left some like equal top. And then S&P failed to create a new high as well. So we didn't get that retracement. I'm not going to short anything myself. It's a little, I'm not going to lie, it's really low already in the range for me to want to short it. I would at least wanted a slight pullback, not this liquidity buildup, to be honest. Yeah. Especially on Dow. Dow was the biggest one for me. The equal top. And it just feels like we're just going to continue shorting off, giving that divergence. And it is what it is. We didn't even get to any areas. Yeah. DXY took out the low, pushing higher. That accumulation on the 5-minute is holding off. The divergence on indices is playing out. Crazy super one-sided week. I'm gonna leave these areas alone. Those were the only areas that really caught my attention for shorts. Didn't really want to short in here in this range. But I mean, that's what's gonna play out for the day. So 2-minute, 3-minute. Some slight bearish imbalance here. 10 a.m. comes in, trades into it, shorts off. Yeah. I know that the shorts are playing out, but I'm kind of happy I didn't play anything. I'm not going to lie. I didn't really see much of an entry. NASDAQ refusing to take out the lows. Yeah, I would actually ask you guys, send charts, not paragraphs. If you can, send charts on Twitter. That way we can communicate a little bit better. Yeah, that would be the ideal way to go. If you guys have like a whole paragraph explaining a chart, just at that point, just send the chart. shorts. Yep. I mean, shorts are kind of playing out. I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna touch anything today. Because overall, I want a short. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, I wanted a short. Long term. Short term, I wanted a pullback. We didn't really get that. We just traded into the imbalance. Dump. Balance. Dump. Yep. Really low in the range. Yeah, honestly, gonna call it there. Can I send them through Telegram? Yeah, Telegram, Twitter, whatever. Whatever's clever. Yeah, whatever you guys want. I mean, on the description, there's a link tree. Okay, on the description of the video, there's a link tree. Okay. And yeah, it says reach me, and you guys can click on that link tree. Okay, and I'll show you guys real quick, because I want everybody to be able to know that they can reach me at any time. So alright, so in my link tree, once you click the description where it says reach me, okay, you have a couple options. You can either book a one-on-one with me, right? You guys are already tuning into my live sessions. We have the online bootcamp. Okay, but down here, you guys have all my social media. So on Twitter, you can tweet me directly. Find my YouTube channel. You can find my Telegram. And yes, this is my direct Telegram. And yes, I do answer my own messages. Likewise with Instagram, if you want to tag me on anything, I always welcome you guys. If you tag me on anything, I really, really appreciate that stuff. I'll always reshare it. If you give me on Twitter, I mean on Telegram, Telegram's probably the easiest, fastest way to get a hold of me. Okay, if you text me, even people that text me, my wife, sometimes when I don't text her back, she'll message me on Telegram, and then she'll get a reply. That's how much more I pay attention to Telegram than I do anything else. So message me on Telegram, probably the best way. And yeah. And this is falling. There it is. There's that accumulation. So that 5-minute accumulation, right? That means that now, after we took out that low on EU, see how this is important right here. So let's go to DXY. DXY takes out the low. EU does not take out that high. That's bearish divergence on EU. That's a short right there. Right now it's a short. See that distribution, right? The distribution on the initial 15-minute, and then we come in here and we redistribute and give divergence. That's a short. That's a good short right there. That's a good short. I love divergence. You guys can see like divergence has been the main play today. Nice shorts. Nice longs on EU. I mean, nice shorts on EU. Sorry. Nice longs on dollar. Our target was really on point. I really thought it was going to be the opposite way, where we were going to get the high first and then the low. But it happened backwards. We got the low. Now we're going for that high. And I do believe that we're going to get right back into that area. So, cleaning out the chart real quick. Indices are dumping. I'm not trying to catch a falling knife in terms of longs. And I'm pretty set on the shorts. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Those 3-minute shorts were clean and everything. Or 1-minute shorts were clean. But I like 5-minute. And if the 5-minute didn't give it to me, I'm okay with not taking it. Yeah. So, cool. Shorts are playing out. Ideally, you want to see the next hour close. And if this short is to hold out for the rest of the day, once we run through these lows, you want to see an imbalance created through these lows, right? You don't just want to see this, because look, this is what happens when we run through price action and we don't create an imbalance. Look, reverse. We run through the low, we don't create an imbalance on the way through the low, reverse. Okay, and so look at one that did create an imbalance through the low. Look at that. We create a fat ass imbalance through the low. Does it reverse on you? No. Those are some really good order flow tips. Like really, really, I think those are fucking gems. Okay, I'm sorry if some of that went over some of your heads, but that's a fucking gem right there. Okay. If you want to see bearish order flow, when we go through liquidity, if price were to continue, you want to see a imbalance being sustained through the lows, and then that will indicate that we'll more than likely continue shooting towards the downside. Right? If we run through major liquidity, but we don't create any insufficiencies, the likelihood is that we'll just reverse. Okay, you can see, what's another one? See this lows right here? We took our previous daily low, but you can see that there's no imbalance that ran through that low. So then boom, reverse, right? You can see this low got ran through with an imbalance. And so you look at the next objective, boom. There you go. Guys, man, fucking classes in session today. Like this, I'm telling you guys, sauce. If you are in the shorts, that's how I'd play the shorts. I'd manage it that way. It's some big gems right there. Again, some of you may not understand it yet, but a lot of you just got a huge breakthrough. Okay? I know a lot of you just received a huge breakthrough. Look at this. Look at the way we went. What did we create at that low? Imbalance. Runs through and holds. What did we create through this low? Imbalance. Runs through and holds. Sheesh. That's all I gotta say. This movement are the ones that hold. Right? Fucking yes. Take notes for sure. For sure, for sure. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean, Fabio. I'm looking at your chart right now. I see what you mean. Interesting. Yeah, I totally see what you mean now, though. So what are we getting here? Look at that. Imbalance. Ran through the low. Continuation. Interesting, right? It just happens all the time. Happens quite often. Quite often. Ran through that low with an imbalance. Continuation. Yeah, 100%, Fabio. It's way easier to explain. Let the charts talk. No, but now I know what you mean. I was really confused when I read your message. I was like trying to follow, but you know, I don't know if you guys have ever given somebody directions when driving, right? Like, I don't know. A lot of people don't have good sense of directions when it comes to driving. So when you're giving like the driving instructions, it's like, dude, you even get lost in the traffic, like on the way, right? Like you paint it in your head and you're driving in your head, but then you even get lost. And so I was trying to paint that what you were saying in my head, but I got lost in the way of reading that. So it definitely helps a lot when the charts get dropped. Look at this low right here. Look at this low right, or let's go over here. Okay. Look at this low right here. What happens through it? Imbalance. Boom. Next low. What happens through this low? Right? Next low. If we create an imbalance down this way, same thing. Right? But now it looks like this low could reverse. Why? Because when we went through it, we didn't create that insufficiency. So it has a higher chances of not holding. Right? Over here too, look at that. Look at that low right there. That low, we ran through it, created an imbalance through it. Boom. Come back into that imbalance. That low, imbalance through it. That low, imbalance through it. It's on every single time frame. Everything that I show you guys is fractal. Yeah, but honestly, I'm gonna call it a. I have a one-on-one here in like 40 minutes, so I'm gonna call it a morning. I mean a week. We didn't get that full retracement. You know, we have some equal tops, and it's, you guys will rarely see me pull it with equal tops. Okay, yesterday it was very hard for us to pull anything because most of everything had equal tops left behind, and so the day before, same thing. We had a really hard time pulling it because again, there's a lot of upside liquidity. Similar thing happened here, except now we have a lot of liquidity and we're really close to the low end of this range. But guys, I am gonna leave it right there. Yeah, I am gonna leave it there. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Congrats to Koji for being the giveaway winner. Hit me up, bro. Let's schedule that. And guys, I mean, I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in every day. Please make sure you hit that like button and you share this video with anybody who may benefit from that information. If you guys believe that that was a real gem, right, go back test it for yourself. Don't just believe me, but back test that gem by yourself. Okay, if you guys are seeing this value, okay, and you guys got a breakthrough with what I mentioned about the imbalance through the lows or through the liquidity, to seeing when you're going to get a continuation or a reversal. If you thought that was gems, share this video. Do me a favor and share this video with one of your trading homies, because I know that they could really benefit from just that note alone. Okay? Love you guys. And I will see you guys. Oh, wait, actually. Yeah. No, yeah. I will see you guys on Monday. Okay? I'll see you guys on Monday. All right? Peace out.